If you're part of the Taygetans and S'waruunians disclosure community, you're likely already aware of what happened to the Cosmic Agency, or Agencia Cósmica, and Despejando Enigmas YouTube channels, and you understand the importance of it. If you are familiar with certain online communities and situations involving content creators and compromised accounts, then you already understand the urgency behind what is being said here. Incidents involving channel takeovers or account breaches are not theoretical. They do happen, and they serve as a reminder of how crucial it is to take protection seriously. You're aware that these S'waru official YouTube channels, both in English and Spanish, were compromised. Also, some of their Discord accounts were hacked. There was no need to breach Cosmic Agency or Despejando Enigmas in the same way, as the primary account had already been taken. The others were affected differently, through the introduction of a kind of mind virus. In many cases, influencing perception and shaping belief is far simpler and often more effective than direct technical intrusion. It scales effortlessly. Once introduced, it propagates on its own, carried and amplified by people themselves without the need for constant intervention. This risk is not limited to YouTube. It extends across platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and others. The motives behind such attacks vary. Sometimes it is targeted, and other times purely opportunistic. In many cases, even something as simple as a monetized channel can make an account a valuable target for those seeking to seize and exploit it for profit. Cosmic Agency and Despejando Enigmas YouTube channels gave away most of their personal information freely to the public. So, there was no need to hack into their personal accounts. In regards to their YouTube channels, you can't simply make a person stop posting things they want. The best way to stop someone is to discredit them. Besides, killing them, but that becomes way too obvious and way too risky. Those behind these channels had already become susceptible to influence. An overinflated ego can make that almost inevitable. It creates the illusion of control, of clarity, even of purpose, while quietly distorting judgment. One can believe they are acting wisely, even, saving the world, while in reality contributing to confusion, division, and pain, all in service of a carefully maintained self-image. This is why influencing people is often easier than overt control. Those who cannot see clearly, whether due to fear of losing their identity, status, or deeper unexamined fears, become far more vulnerable to subtle manipulation. Take this as a caution. Without constant awareness of one's intentions, without regularly examining motives and keeping the ego in check, it is easy to drift too far without noticing. And by the time the realization comes, the consequences may already be fully set in motion, with the very outcomes one feared now unmistakably completely materialized. I'm fairly certain that even though some personal information may have been shared publicly, additional details could have been obtained through other channels. I will elaborate on that shortly. However, I recognize this was most likely not necessary. Since the dark doppelgangers were controlling everything from behind, there wasn't the need. They don't need to hack a person's account if they have already everything under control, especially the person under control. It's not the case with everyone, but it was the case with those YouTube channels. In some cases, compromising key individuals with larger audiences can be enough, without needing to target everyone equally or in the same way. In some other contexts, these people study you and they extract information about you before launching a very elaborate plan to ruin you or what you're doing. And for that, you need weaknesses. And they are good at finding people's weaknesses. They analyze a person's online and offline presence and behavior to identify potential vulnerabilities before attempting to exploit them. This is why awareness of one's digital footprint and personal weak points can be important. And for that to be possible, you need ego thinning. You can't improve that which you don't know you are lacking. So yes, it is the victim's fault too, if not primarily. Fault for what? For not updating, not self-correcting, overconfidence that everything's fine when deep down you know it is not, brushing off early signs that something is off, becoming ego-driven, not doing shadow work, not perceiving their own weaknesses, and choosing to be blind to everything, even when the signs are obvious. In the end, neither laziness nor lack of critical thinking can be excused. There are individuals and groups that are not always visible to the public, like I said, but that definitely do exist and are not just a figment of our imagination, because we can see them. They are everywhere, at least behind the scenes. For those who have eyes to see, they have many tactics to discredit, undermine trust, and invalidate a person or their work. You have personally witnessed in real time the type of influence being described, involving the exploitation of people's ego, hidden fantasies, and limited human perspective. They also send individuals who may pose as ordinary users or followers to leave targeted comments in videos and other high-traffic spaces. They may also continue following you, and if you have a YouTube channel, repeatedly dislike your videos, as well as leave inappropriate, or I don't even know if I can say this word here, but I will say it anyway, or pornographic comments and other type of comments designed to discourage you and undermine your motivation. It is, in essence, a psychological tactic, and there are various ways such influence can be applied. This kind of behavior is carried out quietly at all times behind the scenes. They send individuals who present themselves as friends to extract information from you. Some may also create YouTube channels and present themselves as spiritual figures, or as friends, or as benevolent people, or as having contact with the benevolent extraterrestrial groups or federations or whatever, with the intent of contradicting certain narratives or spreading misinformation. Most of the time, they will not attack you directly. They will not mention you and pretend to completely ignore you in the hope that no one finds you, because that's the goal. If they mention your name, everyone will Google you or find you on YouTube, and if people end up finding you, because this is very rare and difficult, it won't matter much, because they may be so heavily influenced that they will laugh at you and scorn you, because there's no way you're real, right? Look at your follower count. You have no proof. But here's what's important today. There's also the hacking tactics part. And this is where we are going to focus on this video and in the next video also. If they see you cannot be mind-controlled, deceived, and controlled somehow, they will implement other methods. They will try to hack your personal accounts, or they will look for digital mistakes you might commit. For instance, clicking on links from emails or Discord messages containing compromised links to steal information from you or, install malwares. In my case, they are still pretending to be the real ones. They send me messages with links, though in a non-obvious way, to get me to click on them, making the links sound natural and safe because it's from these S'waruunians, right? So it should be safe for me to click on those links, right? But here is where they get it all wrong. They think I'm stupid. They think we are all stupid. But we don't click on any links, even if they come from the real Taygetans and S'waruunians. I don't click on any external links, even if they come from my mom or dad. I don't click on anything that anyone sends me. Sometimes I even question links sent from legitimate sources like companies like Google or even ProtonMail. I check everything first. You can never be 100% certain, at least at first glance, whether the person or, the company on the other end is really who they claim to be. The only way to get tricked is to think you're too smart to be tricked. The way to avoid being tricked is to always assume that, as a matter of fact, yes, you can be tricked. How do they make you click on a certain link? First of all, the URL link will be close to identical to the real URL. So you can't know for certain if you don't triple, quadruple check. Pay attention to this example you see on the screen. The real Discord URL is this one that you are seeing right now on the screen. Now, take a look at some fake ones that they might send. For example, for you to check something out. They all seem legit, right? Yeah, like I said, never assume you're too smart to be deceived. That's how they deceive you, and don't you ever forget that. Now, I'll give you other examples of fake login, domains from other websites. For example, Gmail. Now, YouTube. Even Rumble. Epidemic Sound. So the pattern to remember is that phishing domains usually fall into 3 tricks. They have small spelling changes, they have extra trust words like security, verify, login, support, account, things like that. And like fake subdomains like real site, like real-site.com, .somethingbad.com. So a quick rule that catches most scams: if the domain is anything other than google.com or youtube.com or rumble.com or epidemicsound.com or any other website that you trust, you have to remember the official URL, okay? Anything other than the official URL, treat it as suspicious until proven otherwise. So, other kind of links, they will make the link sound extremely appealing to you. They will make you believe it contains a piece of the puzzle you're looking for example. Or they will send you a link in a nonchalant way to a Discord page or Gmail or whatever website you add your login and password, but the front page is fake and your login and password go directly to them. they take over the account, find all the personal information you have in that account, for instance, the real name, address, cell phone number, and from then on, they have almost everything about you. And from there, they can try to guess your other login and password in other accounts, especially the public and visible accounts. One of the reasons you never repeat a password, you add like 30, 50 random characters with letters, numbers, caps, symbols, adding 2FA authentication. I don't know if that's how you say it in English, but 2FA, two-factor authentication. Okay, if you can and if you're able, change your most important accounts, passwords regularly from time to time, and use a password manager. Okay, a password manager app. Okay, so this is the very least someone could do. So, like I said, something is up, something is changing, because the amount of attacks have increased. I am not an expert in computers, hacking, or IT. However, I have done my own research, like I said, because I need it, because I need to protect myself. And I will share with you some basic important steps to take now. I recognize that sharing this means that you will also see this. However, I believe strongly that spreading and raising awareness is more important than keeping this all to myself. So please don't disappoint me. Please protect yourself. It doesn't matter if you are in contact or not with whoever. If you're here, if you comment on my videos, and of course in the other YouTube channels as well, and you're a very active person, they are aware of you. I'm not saying they will attack you, probably not, most likely not. But it is better to be safe than sorry. Are the people who attack you human or extraterrestrial? That's a good question. I can't know for certain. I think it's primarily human, but very, very likely connected to extraterrestrials. Because if they were extraterrestrials directly attacking me, then theoretically it should not be allowed, should it? The fight must be fair, although fairness is something that was lost a long time ago.